Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your husband arrives, gathering up school books, toys, paper, etc. Then run a dust cloth over the tables. Your husband will feel he has reached a haven of rest and order, and it will give you a lift too.
Get a dust cloth. Wow.
Take me back to this era,
yeah,
man.
you're like ka-ching.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Hello, JJ and Nimi back with you for the What Would You Do podcast. Do write in with shit that's happened to you in your life. Fuck, I'm rusty. That's happened to you in your life, and we would say what we would do in that situation, be it something from work, school, uni, family, friendships, whatever's happened. Let us know. What Would You Do podcast on Instagram. Drop us a DM and we'll read it out and say what we would do in that situation. The more embarrassing, the better, really.
Yeah, we love it. We love that you're all a bunch of weirdos.
We have to start with an apology.
Exactly that.
Because we had a bit of a false start to the year.
Like we all do.
Our intentions were pure,
yeah.
but we really, really messed up. We recorded, released, and then the last couple of weeks we just went, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And that's nothing. It was just it was a hangover from New Year's.
Yeah, I would say it's not that we didn't want to do it. Let's get the messaging right here, JJ. Let's get aligned on that.
Sound.
It's not that we didn't want to do it. It's that we did not have the capacity.
I do not have the capacity. I do not have the capacity.
Guys, the last couple of weeks have been so painful. You know, you start a brand new year, like, with the best of intentions. Also, I don't know about you, but I'm not one to, like, set New Year's goals and stuff like that. I'm like, fuck it, whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
It never works.
But we literally had things planned in. We were like, every Thursday we're going to record. It's just so much shit happened.
Yeah.
But look, the important thing is we're here.
A couple of weeks ago on the Thursday, we were going to record. An hour before the show, I was like, fuck, Nimi's left. Probably on her way. Yeah. Luckily, you hadn't. I called you and I went, Nimi, I'm just not in the mood, mate.
Yeah.
And you went, that's fine. And then the next week you went, I've double booked.
Yeah.
So I can't do this because it doesn't make me any cash money.
Yeah.
Which you can change, guys. You can change that. I'd like to get to a point where if Nimi double books, she comes here instead because she's making bare cash money.
Yeah.
And we're not going to start begging from you.
No.
One, that's illegal in the UAE. You don't start begging from anyone.
Also, I've seen a lot of it lately.
We might start a GoFundMe page and just fund us.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of making an OnlyFans.
I think you should.
I'm thinking about it.
What body part would you really cash in on, though? That's what I've been thinking about.
Maybe people have like a kink for big nipples.
Do you have big nipples? I've seen your nipples. I don't think so.
Yeah, but I was like, people like call me big nipples and that. I don't think I have either. And I'm looking at my little boy Phoenix's to see if he got mine. But actually, he's got his mum's. He's very, very blessed.
I'm so happy Phoenix still looks like Catherine.
I'm not. I want him to look.
Obviously, you wouldn't be.
I want him to look more. He acts like me, mate.
Does he?
If you come see him
he's a
soon,
little clown.
He's
he's so you. I think I saw a video where like you were making him laugh, and then he just started like, ha, 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 ha. Like I was like, oh my god, that's so JJ.
He just makes bare noises. Like he's good banter. He has a good laugh. He hates being told no. He breaks down if he doesn't get a toy that he wants, or if I say no for him putting his finger in his plug socket, he just cries because he just really wants to put his finger there.
And that's just your everyday as well.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Putting fingers in holes is what I do. But yeah, I do apologise for the false start. The siren did bang, and then we ran, and then we fell over. Yeah. And now we're back up again.
We're back on.
Finish the marathon, which will be the episodes for the year. But what have you been up to, mate, in general? Like, you've started the year well.
Yeah, I have to say I have. It's been amazing. The reason I'm so stressed and exhausted is because work's been amazing. Personally, we're looking to move house because our place is rubbish. Actually, I'm going to start off with a story. I'm going to scrap the first thing I was going to do. I was going to do a little thread, but I'm going to tell you the story.
We'll do the thread, but tell me the story.
Fine.
Tell us all.
And you tell me if I'm in the wrong or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're tenants currently, but we're looking to leave because we're buying. Thank you. Round of applause.
Someone's doing well.
Adult shit.
Someone's doing well.
And the current owner of our apartment is trying to sell the apartment, right? Because obviously there's been so many issues, guys. I cannot even tell you. It's been the worst thing ever. I'm talking about smells coming out of the AC, sewage smell coming out of the toilets, leaks everywhere, ants everywhere. It's just a whole situation. Mold. Yeah, this is a brand new build. So the agent came with the new potential owners who were looking around. Now, we've decorated the place so nicely, right? So it looks lush when you come in, like the sun's beaming in, and these women were like, this is amazing. They even FaceTimed the dad or the husband to be like, look at it. We love it. Are you happy for us to go ahead with it? My husband, meanwhile, is talking to the agent on the side to be like, you need to tell them the issues.
Yeah.
Like, do the right thing, tell them the issues. The agent was like, oh, inshallah, I will. I'll tell them.
I'll tell them, inshallah.
Yeah, well, you know what that means.
In God's will, I may tell them.
And so he was like, I'll tell them after, but in like a salesy way.
Yeah.
And I could see they were bickering. They started arguing because Deep was literally like, I know you're not going to tell them. I want you to tell them in front of me. Otherwise, I'm going to tell them. Anyway, then the women were like coming and talking to my sister, and I just took the opportunity. I was like, so where do you guys live right now? They're like, oh, Nad Al Shibba, not too far. I was like, okay, so you're looking to buy now? And they said, oh, so how are you finding this place? That was my
The door was
moment.
open. The door was open.
I went in,
walked through
guys. I had the list. I had an elevator pitch ready to go. And I was like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. My sister was like, this is wrong, this is wrong, and this is wrong. And apparently the guy, the agent next to my husband was literally like, oh, Khalas, she told them. Like,
my commission.
Literally.
Yeah.
So I think, and I said to the ladies, if it was the other way around,
Course you'd wanna
really
know.
hope that someone would tell me.
Of course.
Because these people are putting their hard-earned money into this. Anyway, afterwards, the owner apparently kicked off and was just like saying that we're bad and like it's not in our place to do it. I was like a big fuck you. Because like, of course I'm going to do this. Was I in the right or wrong?
You were fucking 100% in the right, but I also
Thank
would
you.
like to know how he was going to tell them in a salesy way that there's ants crawling round.
Yeah. How do
and
you even
that
do
there's
that?
mold everywhere.
But they're friendly ants.
Yeah, they're like good ants.
They don't bite.
Yeah, the mold is like an extra colour of a different colour
Yeah.
within your cupboards.
Yeah.
And the aircon smell is like, you don't need candles
You'll feel
anymore.
like you're in your
Yeah,
hometown.
this is.
Yeah.
Where are they from? You
I have
savage.
no idea. I literally have no idea. But like, I'm sure that's
Fucking
how they
hell.
would sell it.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
they'd find a way.
Smells like home.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking hell.
It's fragrant.
What's your thread then?
Okay, the thread
You're
is.
you're in the right. Everyone would agree.
Thank
with
you
that.
so much.
Yeah.
The thread is what feels close to begging but isn't. So this is obviously ridiculous because I thought about this as well. And I have a few that I want to add to this. So what feels close to begging but isn't? A cover letter? Because you're literally there like selling yourself.
For like a job interview.
Yeah. Asking for your charger back. Isn't that the most awkward thing? It's like you want to also like check what percentage they're on to be like.
That's a fucking issue in our office at the minute.
Is
there's
it
there's
really?
a charger thief, man. And we asked for ours back. Yeah, killer.
What feels like begging but isn't? Getting vacation time approved.
Mm.
It's our legal right, people.
You should say when you're going.
Yeah.
Not asking for approval. Of
Yeah. Do you do that?
it. I don't know. What do I do? I just say yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I have to approve it,
it's
but
in her
I'm never
right.
going to deny it. Imagine going, fuck no, you've paid for holiday. You're not going.
Returning things at the store. I don't think that feels like begging. Running a non.
Yeah, but asking for your money back is cringe.
It is
It's an ick.
actually.
Asking for your money back is an ick.
Oh, is this a thing? When people post their birthdays with their cash apps, is that an American thing? Do people do that?
What do
Is
you
that a Gen Z
mean?
thing?
What do you mean, Cash App?
Like, for my
Oh,
birthday.
fucking hell. Here's my Amazon wish list.
Yeah.
Beggy Mitchell.
I don't
Wow.
know. I wouldn't do that. My birthday's coming up. I know you know that.
1st of March. March 17th. Feel 14th.
It's next week, hun.
Brilliant.
We've literally we've worked together non-stop for 5-6 years.
Yeah, but I've not worked with you that much in the last
You've
12.
thrown me birthday things in the radio studio.
Yeah, I know, but how am I meant to fucking remember that? There's too many dates swirling around my brain, man.
I'm like,
Sometimes I forget Phoenix is.
I'm family at this
I
point.
forgot my wedding anniversary. I never remember.
Yeah, but that's not
There's
important.
so many anniversary dates. After you get married, like which one? The girlfriend-boyfriend anniversary, the wedding anniversary. It's changed now.
Yeah, no, at some point you need to transition to the wedding anniversary.
Which we
because-
have, which I
Okay.
forgot about.
Okay.
And fucking wedding anniversaries are long, man. Last year was paper. The fuck am I meant to do with paper?
Oh,
Like,
it's
like
what
the-
it stands
Yeah.
for, right? Do you follow that? I thought that's quite old school.
She does.
Oh.
I bought perfume.
So what did she get you?
Something hand painted on paper.
Oh.
Framed.
So you know, if
Of one
I
of
was
our wedding
celebrating like a
photos.
paper anniversary, I would literally just do like sexual coupons on a paper. You literally
Can
be
redeem
like,
in 2029.
that's easy.
If I'm in the mood.
Yeah. See T's and C's. Last one. What makes you feel like you're begging when you're actually not? Double texting a man. I mean, ladies, don't ever do that, please. Save
One
yourself
thing
the
that
money.
feels like begging, but it's not. If someone is in your seat on a train, and you're like, "Excuse me, you're in my seat." That feels like begging.
Even on a plane or even
Yeah.
at a concert.
Yeah. Like,
Uncomfortable.
it makes me. I'm really angry when people try and get their own seat back from me.
You know what makes me feel like I'm begging is like when you're in a really packed elevator, i.e. in this freaking building, and like you need to get out on your floor, but it's packed and you're right at the back and you have to be like, sorry, excuse me, can I
Excuse me,
yeah,
just over there.
more please, more.
What was it? It feels like begging when someone's using your gym bench just because you've gone to go get away, and you're like, excuse me. I did this. I almost had a fight in the gym 2 days ago.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it was a full blown fight.
Why, JJ?
So basically, I was at the gym. There was a gym bench. No one was on it. There was a phone behind it, just on the floor. But people do that anyway. And then to the left of the bench, which was next to another bench, was a couple of weights on the floor, which I thought was being occupied and used by the bench to the left by someone that was on that bench. So I just grabbed a couple of 34 kg dumbbells, beast. And then I sat down, lay on the bench, and then I just started lifting. And then this guy just like hovered over me, and I was just doing my weights, and I was like, "Are you all right, mate?" And he was like, "That's my bench." And I went, "All right, well, I'm halfway." I was like, while I was doing it, not breaking a sweat, 34 kgs, remember?
Yeah.
While I was pumping it, I went, "All right, mate, let me finish my set, and I'll get off." And he just kept murmuring and mumbling and like being angry. I was like, "Fucking get over it, mate. I'm almost finished." And I stood up. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he was like, "This was my bench." And I was like, "Am I a fucking mind reader? I didn't see anyone around there. How the fuck did I know it was your bench?" And then he started pointing to his phone. And I was like, "I don't care."
I literally in the gym leave my phone in
I
places.
was like, "You can fuck off, mate."
Yeah,
And then
good.
he had two girls working out with him, and then they were like, "Why are you being so disrespectful? Why are you being?" I was like, "Tell your mate to shut the fuck up." Then I was going ballistic,
wow,
mate.
was he big?
No, mate.
Oh, okay,
I wouldn't have
good.
done it if he was big.
Yeah. I knew it. I was like trying to picture this, and I'm like,
If I lived away and he was massive, I'm like, "Yep, finished. Right, see, have it. I'll clean it for you."
and have a great day. Have a solid
Do you want
workout.
me to spot you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want me to bend over?
Yeah, man.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I was so angry though. I was just in a bad mood that
The
morning.
thing
I was
is-
going to kick off with anyone.
The thing is,
I'd
when
kicked
you're
off with the
in the
cleaner.
gym, I've noticed about guys is whether they've taken pre-workout or C4 or whatever it is,
I don't
they
do that.
are pumped. Like it is their place to take out the anger. So you don't mess with a guy like in the gym. You just don't.
And may I reiterate, 34 kg dumbbell weights on an incline bench limit.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I know. I think
Don't
that's-
fuck with me.
Yeah. I think that was the 5th time you mentioned that.
But I was just like, even the other side of the gym, just fucking looking at him. Thought, you better
But you
fucking
know
come
what?
over
I
it.
think
I
he
was
did you a
shook.
favour there because
was
then you went
shook off.
ham on your workout.
Yeah. Actually, I cut it short because I was so pissed off.
Also, I think you're all mouth. You're just like Billy Big Bollocks, but like really won't go through with anything.
Yeah, thing is, if I get aggressive and annoyed, I get so shook up I could cry.
Yeah,
I
it's one of
work
those.
myself up from 0 to 100 so much that I just wouldn't be able to move my limbs
Yeah.
to actually throw a punch.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
got so, I mean, this is not in the gym, but I got so frustrated and angry the other day.
What happened?
And the thing that tipped me over the edge, was I was wearing this hoodie and I was walking past the door and the pocket got stuck in the door handle.
That's an ick. That's an ick.
That's like a life ick.
Yeah, that's minging.
And I literally, like, loads of bad things happened to me that day, but that one thing tipped me. JJ, I cannot even tell you, I literally fell to the ground.
Yeah.
I fell.
Why?
Literally.
Why?
I fell to the
Where
ground.
were you?
At home. And Milo was the only one there. And then he comes, like, running across to me. He looks at me like, what? She's gone. She's gone. Like, she's done for. But it's crazy how, like, you can deal with so many things in real life that are literally, like, life-changing. But the littlest thing, like hitting your elbow or like your
just
pocket.
send you like another thing.
Yeah.
Another thing gone wrong today.
Honestly.
I bet that didn't make it on your Insta stories
No,
of
it
your
didn't.
spiritual wellness and helpfulness and guidance.
You're literally taking the piss.
I'm just
He's
saying,
gonna
I'm
take
sure. No, but that's what you should do. The day in the life of the real Nimi.
the real Nimi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got in, hit the gym, fucking this guy stared at me, so I fucking slapped him, and then I walked out and I got my jacket caught.
Yeah. The reality of it.
Like when you film those things, I can't remember yours, but do you like, does your alarm go off and then you set it for 5 minutes later,
Yeah.
set up the camera,
Oh my God.
hit
Yeah,
record,
I've seen that.
hit
I've seen people
record,
do
then
that.
get back into bed and
I
wait for
think-
the alarm to go off?
Look, I think that like
That's an ick.
I commend content creators, but like that's taking it too far.
That's
Even
when I
the
can't
ones
do
that
it.
like are like walking upstairs, and I'm like, who set that camera up to the top
Yeah,
of the stairs?
You walked upstairs, walked back down, and then walked back upstairs
like,
again.
I respect it because I just would not have the patience to do it.
Or runners, like they set up their camera, run
Yeah.
10, 15 metres back, turn around, then just like jog past the camera, then
Yeah.
stop the camera, pick up everything and run again.
Oh God, it's
Get a grip
just-
of yourself, content creators.
Like also like if I was dating someone or if I was like fancied someone and I saw that as their part of their content, I'm like, you're out. It's done. Like that is such a like relationship ick as well. Like I've seen a lot of guys do it. Real estate agents do it. They literally like the camera set up outside the front of the house. They're inside the house. And all of a sudden you see the door open and they walk out in slow mo.
Right.
Yeah, and
like
I'm like,
the massive hustle quote in the background. They said you couldn't do it, but look at you now.
Literally slow mo, like in their suits. And I'm like, guys.
My life be like, ooh,
it's just
fuck off.
yeah, literally. It's too much. Just stop it. Can 2024 just be about like authenticity and like the reality of life,
Yeah.
like pockets getting stuck in a fucking handle?
But I think there is a chance that you might be listening right now going, yeah, but you have literally gone into a room, hit record on all your cameras, then started talking.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess we're doing the same thing.
Yeah, but we're not going to slow this down and put music over it.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Anyway, is it my thing?
Yeah, it's your 1950s thing.
Yeah, man. So I found, you might have seen it before, but basically there was a book called the 1950s Home Economics Book, and it's titled Tips to Look After Your Husband.
Okay.
I know you mentioned on a previous episode that you'd kind of like to go back to this era,
Yeah.
but I'll talk to you about like the best practices to keep your husband happy.
Okay.
Have dinner ready. Plan ahead, even the night before, to have a delicious meal on time. This is a way of letting him know that you have been thinking about him and are concerned about his needs. Most men are hungry when they come home, and the prospects of a good meal are part of the warm welcome needed.
The freak?
Prepare yourself. Take 15 minutes to rest so you will be refreshed when he arrives.
No.
Touch up your makeup, put a ribbon in your hair, and be fresh looking. He's just been with a lot of work weary people. Be a little gay and a little more interesting. His boring day may need a lift.
Let's just go one by one here. So the first thing
I'd
was getting a
fucking-
meal ready.
Yeah. I'd be buzzing if I come back
I
to
think that's
Catherine and she
really
was being a
nice.
little gay.
Yeah.
I'm like, woof!
I think that's really nice to do.
Mm.
Like my love language is making sure like my partner's stomach is full. Like if he's hungry, I'm literally like so sad. So like
Yeah, but do you freshen up
but
15 minutes before
but
to keep
that
make sure he has
is
to look at
ridiculous.
you while he's eating dinner?
Makeup, a ribbon. I would not have survived in the 1950s because he never sees me with makeup. I look like an actual boy most of the
I
time.
haven't seen a ribbon.
Yeah.
Clear away the clutter. Make one last trip through the main part of the house just before your husband arrives, gathering up school books, toys, paper, etc. Then run a dust cloth over the tables. Your
Ugh.
husband will feel he has reached a haven of rest and order, and it will give you a lift too.
Get a dust
Fuck.
cloth. Wow.
Take me back to this era,
Yeah,
man.
you're like ka-ching.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Prepare the children. Take a few minutes to wash the children's hands and faces, comb their hair, and if necessary, change their clothes. They are little treasures, and he would like to see them playing the part. Minimize all noise. At the time of his arrival, eliminate all noise of washer, dryer, dishwasher, or vacuum. Try to encourage the children to be quiet. Be happy to see him, greet him with a warm smile, and be glad to see him.
Oh my gosh.
These are fucking great.
Look, I have to say, when Deep like comes to home from work and I've been at home and I don't like greet him and I'm not like, hey babe, how are you? He gets really upset. He's like, it doesn't take much to just get up and say hello.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the
give the
same
house
thing.
a bit of a clean.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It just the main part of the house, just declutter.
Also, eliminate noise.
Eliminate noise. Yeah.
Wow.
I've had a tough day at work. There's been noise going off left, right, and centre. When I come to my home, I expect minimal noise.
Also, I don't think men were that stressed in the 1950s. They dressed in like immaculate suits. They would go to work, push some numbers, then go home. Like that. Now,
Yeah, but women were doing
Look
nothing.
at you. You're 32 years old. You got grey hair. That's because of the stress in this day and age. And you don't have a woman at home.
I've not wrote this, Nimi. Don't drag my name through the
No,
dirt.
I'm just saying, it's just wild, isn't it?
Some want my hair.
No, everything.
Some don'ts. Don't greet him with problems or complaints. Don't complain if he's late for dinner. Count this as minor compared with what he might have gone through that day. Facts. Listen to him. I can't even see that. Okay. Make the evening his. Never complain if he does not take you out to dinner or to other plays or parts of entertainment. Instead, try to understand his world of strain and pressure, his need to come home and relax.
So, like, where was this published?
It was published in the 1950s home economics book. So, like, women would read it of, like, how best to be a housewife.
I imagine the times that he's not home, you're an absolute wreck. Because I'd be at home, like, I'm sorry to say this, but I'd be like popping pills just trying to get through this all.
That's what they did. They would take like ketamine and stuff, wouldn't they? Just to like fucking relax and drink alcohol. Just get on it.
That's why you see it in the movies. Remember that movie with Harry Styles in?
Don't worry, darling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, wasn't it?
That's all they did. Just like drink wine, get drunk,
honey.
come home. Hi, honey.
Dinner's ready.
Kiss on the cheek, and we're going to have a little bit of a dance later and then make love to me and then go sleep, start again.
How like appealing is that life to you?
What, my wife being home?
Yeah, just that
Fuck
whole
that.
like at home, everything's ready for you when you're home and like everything's clean. She caters to you and your needs, no complaining.
Lads, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Like, lads are listening, it would be fucking nice if they fucking keep our home in order a little bit and stop complaining to me about fucking Beatrice at work. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care.
I feel like I complain like to my husband way too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Like so and so has really pissed me off today. And
yeah, but like your partner's like you're venting. Like you have to release it all.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't do it with them, who the hell are you going to do it with?
But this book says like you should listen to the man because he needs to vent from his tough day at work. Do you know what I mean?
God, what a pathetic little boy.
Yeah, I know.
Basically went from being mummied to being mummied again.
There is something quite appealing about it though, isn't there?
I know. I can see why.
But the
not
woman's
for the woman.
life would be dog shit.
Yeah.
Dog shit. Like me and Catherine, so our nanny works for us 6 days a week, right? I don't know how she does it.
Yeah.
Because me and Catherine, and she's one person, me and Catherine on a Sunday look after Phoenix like full time. We love it. We love that day.
Yeah.
But we are fucking exhausted by the end of it. Exhausted. And she's doing 6. But there's some nannies out there that have to do additional chores, ironing, cleaning, make breakfast, make dinner, look after the child. We met one nanny the other day and her manager, I guess, the parents, she has to work 7 days a week. The contract was 6, but they go, no, sometimes it has to be 7 because the mum's tired. So the mum's like, yeah, but... And okay, I'll get to what she said because I've actually met the mum. She has to work. And then also, she's been put in the same room as the child. So through the night, if the child wakes up, the nanny has to go get her, look after her.
Oh my
so the parents can rest for their 5-day-a-week job, 9 to 5.
Wow. Okay. See, I've been having a lot of these conversations with a lot of parents here in Dubai, and they're like, "It's really not that bad. You just get a nanny, all of this stuff, right?" Because obviously we're lucky enough to have help over here. But we recently just got a maid who comes in like a couple of hours a day, cleans it up, whatever. She was saying to me that she calls her a madam.
Yeah, madam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a madam. She literally wouldn't let me leave the house. Because she was a live-in at that time. She was like, I literally couldn't leave to even like, she goes, all the other Filipina like ladies would go out and meet outside in the like the gardens or whatever. She wouldn't let me leave. And it's really weird to me that people would be like that.
Yeah,
to
it's
a maid
like
or a nanny.
slavery, isn't it? Like, we pay ours a really handsome amount above market. She works 6 days a week. Sometimes we say works 5.
Yeah.
We don't make her do nights.
Yeah.
She doesn't do our ironing. She washes our clothes.
Yeah.
We do our own dinners. We do our own breakfast. And she gets to play out with. She has loads of mates.
Yeah.
And then, which means Phoenix has loads of mates with all these kids running around. He loves
Yeah.
it.
She sends you videos as
All
well.
the time. All the time. She's just sent me one. One of the kids was playing with his just a plastic ring. One of his, and he collapsed to the floor, can handle it.
Wait till Phoenix gets his hand on technology. It's game over. Has he already?
Yeah, they say don't let your kid watch screens until the age of 3. But I physically don't know how our parents did it without screens.
Yeah.
Because he just goes fucking ballistic sometimes. But what did you have to do?
I know. What did we do?
We just put on a TV show and he just calms down.
What did our parents do? Like, just sent us outside, I think, to the garden and just let us, like, kind of roam around and be free.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we didn't watch much TV when we were younger. So it was like, but it depends because he's also an only child. I feel like if you got another kid, you got like a, for now, if you got another kid, you got people to mess around with.
I feel like a panic attack's coming on.
No.
Just from that, and you said another kid.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
No, hopefully one day, God willing.
Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. You've got a what would you do?
I do have a what would you do, but now we're on the kid thing. Do you want to talk about childhood traumas?
What a transition.
Should we talk about childhood traumas?
Yeah, go on.
So do you have like childhood traumas? Like if you see, like mine's, I'm so petrified of spiders because my dad used to pick them up and chase me around the house with them and throw them at me.
Oh, I do have one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's yours?
Okay, so mine is that I think from a young age, like, I don't know if it's an Indian thing. I guess it's not an Indian thing, but like, you know, when you're a baby, like people come really close to your face and they're like, and their face is like in your face.
Yeah, that's all you can see.
That's all you can see. It was terrifying. So now, even as a 32-year-old grown woman, anyone's face, like they bring it super close to me without me knowing like they're going to come at me, I literally like scream. It's just like this like massive face in my face. Or like even when you're watching a Netflix documentary, you know, they zoom in on a crime documentary like onto someone's face.
Like you can't do it.
It creeps me out. I can't look at someone's face that close up. Hence why I haven't had a kiss in a while.
Made love in 83 years.
Still going strong though, guys.
All right, childhood traumas.
Yeah.
Watching my cousin kill a goat I played with in the garden and then season it up for dinner. I haven't touched curry goat since.
What did you think?
More bad.
Yeah.
Watching old people eat fish broth while having dentures, just watching them fight their dentures to get out a fish bone out of their mouth, the sucking sounds, vom. I was maybe 5, didn't have fish broth until I was well into my adulthood.
Ew.
My sister put a clown mask on, shut the light off from outside the bathroom and came into the bathroom as I was getting off the toilet. Had my other sister flicker the lights and I got so scared I hid under the bed. Under the sink cabinet, I just started getting over clowns. Just started as an adult.
No, see that I actually relate to that because when I was younger, I was staying at my cousin's and my cousin locked me in the bathroom and she said, "Go closer to the bath. Go closer to the bath." I stood next to the bath. She goes, "Can you hear that? Can you hear that?" from outside the door, and she was like making like a help, help, and she goes, "There is a girl that died in that bathtub," she said, and her voice still plays, and the voice comes through the bath. What's it called? Drain. And so now, like, getting into baths is, like, a serious thing for me. Like, I feel really uncomfortable doing it.
Baths are overrated in general, man.
Do you think?
How do you, like, get the temperature right? Because I like a warm bath, but within, like, 2 minutes, I'm, like...
Boiling. You're, like, boiling because I like it hot. You're boiling and you're bored?
Yeah, boiling, bored. You can't really get that comfortable with your phone. I don't know how people do it. I get out within 5.
I think baths are, like, romanticised, like, in movies.
Because someone has to put their head against the tap.
Yeah.
That's not comfortable if you're in the bath with your missus or whatever, or your husband or whatever.
But surely the guy takes the hit.
And then, like, you're not in that sexy of a position.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm lying there, bubbles just all over me. I've got to be spread legs. She comes down the middle, and my ball bag's just so warm, just flapping around like a fucking boat sail.
Do you actually have bubbles in there when it's just the two of you, or is it just water?
I've done it. It's so long.
I have to say, it's even worse if you don't even have bubbles.
You psycho! Yeah. As a couple, you have a bath with a bubbles. You psychopaths.
No.
What are you covering up?
Exactly. I think that it's really fucking nuts if you do it without bubbles.
And like the bubbles really just accumulate around your pubes
Like,
and
it's
that.
just not sexy.
Both are not sexy, really. Like,
Just
do you,
stick to showers,
if
guys.
you're lying in a bath, what are you doing? Just like putting a bit of bubbles on your nips and that, and just like in your foot, so you're just covering your area.
No, nothing. You just get into the
You're going bareback, bare bath, bare bubble bath,
Look, I think just let's stick to showers.
bare bubble bareback.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Too much.
And you have to shower after anyway.
True.
Because you're just lying in each other's own
filth.
filth.
Yeah, not it.
Minging. My brother and I had to share a phone for a little bit while I was in secondary school. I was about to play a game on my phone, but a picture popped up. It was my brother's penis. Oh.
Ew, imagine that being like the first
Look,
thing you've ever seen.
Have you ever seen your dad's peen?
Never.
You're so lucky.
I know you have. I will never forget the story you told me.
What one?
The one where you saw your dad's peen.
With my mum?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can't tell that story.
No, you can't. But like,
I think I told it on here.
I have a really
didn't
bad
tell all of
memory,
it.
but that story, my
Rings
God, it's
true.
like,
It's
yeah.
fucking...
I feel like I went through it.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Cheers for that, mate.
Yeah.
I was more thinking of my dad's dick when I used to go swimming or whatever, and he'd get changed in the
Oh.
changing room.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought you meant like, have I actually
That's
Sorry about
disgusting. Oh, fuck, you've ruined my...
talking about childhood trauma?
That's a childhood trauma right there.
Literally.
What else was there? Yeah, so this morning I was just like drying my hair, bollock naked, and then Phoenix ran in the bedroom and just charged at me.
Oh,
And like,
no, his head.
yeah, he ran at me and then grabbed my legs, and his head was like, I clenched down, but like if I just kept it flapping, it would have been like.
Don't act like there was anything there.
Go and I was like, go away.
Oh my God! For anyone who's just listening to the pod, please go to the YouTube
I'm
video.
slapping my head on the microphone.
Ah.
All right. Do you know Smokey the Bear?
No.
All right, I'll leave that then. That's childhood traumas. I've got one.
Yay.
So you were talking about the horror film thing, the horror, the girl
Yeah.
making noise in the bathroom. Did I tell the story about when my sister pretends she got murdered in our own home?
No.
Right, so we've got a house, and then it goes up the stairs, and up the stairs you see a bathroom, and then there's 2 bedrooms to the left with a wall, so you can only just see the bathroom, you can't see the bedrooms. So my mum was out, my dad was out, my sister was babysitting myself and my little brother and sister. I was probably about 10, 11 at the time. My little sister and brother, no, I was probably about 9. They were about 7. And my sister was 11 or 12. She was left to babysitters. Proper 90s parenting, that absolute Madeleine McCann.
Yeah.
Um,
Literally, I know it's hard for parents
Absolute
nowadays to
Maddie.
understand, but we were left to our own devices.
just to do whatever. And we didn't have phones. They just had to just pray you weren't being bloody molested.
Were you even told like the emergency number? Because I wasn't.
I knew my parents' number, but the paedophile's not going to give you their phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, pedos exist back then.
Yeah.
But you just had to just crack
No
on.
one knew.
You had to give them what you wanted.
Yeah.
Anything for sweets. Do you know what I mean? That's what you had to do back in the day.
You do the
It's
needful.
hard to get it was do the needful to get a Freddo.
Yeah.
What was I saying? So basically my sister walked upstairs and we were just in the living room. We heard a scream and a bang on the floor, which was above us. We were like, shit, what the hell was that? We ran over, looked up the stairs, and all we saw was my sister's 2 legs against the... we couldn't see her body, just her 2 legs, which then got dragged away. So then we couldn't see her anymore. Then the door slammed, and we were like, fuck! ran out of the house, me and my little brother and sister, 9 and 7 years old, charged down the street about 20 houses to get to a neighbour, like my old schoolmate's mum, told her the story. We were panicking, we were crying, going, Jessica's been murdered, Jessica's been murdered. And then she ran out of her door, ran to the house, come down the driveway, walked into the living room, and my sister was just sat there watching TV.
Stop it.
Trauma.
Jessica's fucked up.
She is fucked up. She sees ghosts and all sorts. She's a bad weirdo.
Is she like
Proper
a living
spiritual,
weird? Like, is she like
proper
a
weirdo, yeah.
like it was
But,
it was in the
we all love that.
Yeah.
She's proper weirdo. Do shit like that.
So you saw it
traumatise
early
it.
doors. The red flags were there.
Yeah, but then another sister came round and then we did the whole routine again and we scared them.
Oh,
because I was part of the
God's
joke.
sake.
I was
If you
part of
can't
the joke.
beat them, join them. You're such a sheep. You are such a sheep.
It was so good. It was like meticulously planned.
Yeah, wow.
It was very, very good. I don't think we have much time for a what would you do.
No, we don't.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Great to catch up with you guys. Make sure you message us on our Instagram. What would you do podcast? Is it what would you do podcast?
Yes.
On Insta.
Yes.
And
What would you do podcast?
You DM us. What's happened to you over Christmas? What's happened to you over in New Year's Eve or whatever? What would you do in these situations? We will tell you and we'll give you our best advice. Sorry we didn't get to a what would you do today. We've rambleed.
Yeah, I know. We'll be better next time. But I think it was nice to just ease us into this.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you.
Listeners.
And you.